everyone, I'm Sadaf Osmani, a senior student studying political studies and public administration at the American University of Beirut. I'm from Afghanistan, and today I will be presenting you my project Play Therapy, Strengthening Resilience Among Children in Afghanistan. This is a popular song in Afghanistan, which means "Sleep, sleep, my baby." I lie on our rooftop, counting stars, and my mom sings for me this song. I remember my childhood in Afghanistan vividly. I walk in the garden behind our house where we had different fruit trees. And my favorite was always the pomegranate because it was the symbol of my town, Kandahar. I eagerly wait for my father to pick one from the tree give me that could barely fit in my small hands. As I step outside, I am greeted by the sight of children playing games in the streets, their laughter echoing through the neighborhood. In this place, children are resilient, creating a future filled with hope and joy. They learn, play, and grow. Yes, this is my childhood in my country, in my beloved land, Afghanistan. They say nothing lasts forever. The once bustling streets are now filled with uncertainty. I was 9 years old when the Taliban attacked the police headquarters next to my school. The memory is tenacious. Me and my friends were all gathered in a classroom. We heard gunshots and we couldn't go home. Surprisingly, I was not scared. As a 9-year-old kid, I felt brave for not being afraid of such a situation. At that age, I had reached a stage where I could cope with the unnatural situation I was in. Conflict disrupts children's sense of normalcy and can cause lasting scars. Indeed, children are the group most affected by conflict and are more susceptible to enduring trauma. Yet, according to Save the Children, over 400 million children worldwide live in countries where there is war and other violent conflicts. Particularly in Afghanistan, children living in dangerous areas, have shown high levels of mental health problems. Over half of the children had an above threshold score on the total difficulty scale. It is a screening that measures behaviors and emotions of children aged 3 to 16, and the findings imply that Afghan children are more susceptible to developing depression, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder due to the multiple interaction of high levels of trauma. Growing up amidst conflict shattered my dreams. I wanted to help people, but I found myself in a place where I was of no help to myself, let alone others. But what is a crack if a flower doesn't bloom from it? My wounds pushed me to become an agent of change, to heal myself and others. In 2018, I went to India on a project. It was a capacity building camp, leadership and English advancement program, LEAP. Indeed, it was a leap towards success. I saw that there is still life outside Afghanistan. I wondered how I could give this back to my country and to my people. I came back and started a project, Children in Peace. I went to kindergartens and schools and offered play-based activities through formal and non-formal educational sessions. After I graduated from high school, I came to the American University of Beirut, Lebanon. I thought to myself, why not expand my little project here too? Fortunately, I had the opportunity to start Play Therapy, a project aimed to enhance the well-being of vulnerable children. And most importantly, serving in a different country gave me a sense of capability that I can help children regardless of borders, language barrier, and other differences. Play Therapy went on for 3 consecutive weeks, where we had 2 sessions per week, each for 2 hours for children aged 6 to 13. We would start with an icebreaker game and an introduction, then moving on to storybooks, and then to the drawing class, and students were asked to illustrate their perception of friendship, solidarity, and peace. And finally, we would call it a day by singing songs. The schools would later brief us about students' performance and how their skills improved in art, reading, and creativity, and their confidence also enhanced. The journey doesn't end at play therapy, neither at this conference. It looks far beyond. It wanders all over the world and goes back to its origin, Afghanistan. My goal is to adapt play therapy to the outdoors in Kandahar pomegranate gardens and give what I had during my childhood: joyful games, beautiful melodies, and stories in nature. I will start with one garden, with one park in my hometown, and expand to reach more children. Trained volunteers will organize activities and programs within these parks. They will engage in art therapy, storytelling, and allowing children to express their emotions through different outlets, like, as I mentioned, reading and drawing and singing songs, and so ever. The goal of this project is to instill in young people the value of communal living and to enhance their emotional and social welfare within the unstable situation that they are forced to live in. The Gardens of Light serve as beacons of hope, reminding children that they are not alone in their struggles and that there is a brighter future ahead.